I know it's been a couple of months since I last recorded, only because there's been like a lot of emotional stuff and some change, a big change that I've been going through. Speaking of changes, notice my hair? It's a little bit blonde, I will say. I've really came to fall in love with it, I will tell you. But before we go on with this video, I got something cool to show you. This right here, ordered these whole bunch of loom bands on Amazon with the little clips. So, what I'm going to start doing is doing like a little like business type thing that goes along with this channel, where on the Seth95 Instagram account, you can DM me about pretty much any type of band, color, you name it, we got it. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, tie-dye, glow-in-the-dark bands, we got it all. So, you know, that's the one big thing that I want to let all of you know. But probably the next biggest thing that I just saw this morning, my man Johnny Q, he started his YouTube channel. I watched his whole first video. Props on you, man. I mean, you know, spreading positivity and everything good and making people feel more happy and upbeat during these tough times. And that's just really good that you're doing that. Like, round of applause for you. But everyone, go subscribe to his channel, because he is a real one, and I really see him making it far too. But anyways, now back to the video. So, you know, life for me has been pretty swell, you know, besides getting my hair dyed. It's been pretty cool, because I went to Atlantic City as of recently. Let me tell you, I think it was when I was eating dinner one time, I was just looking over the balcony, and I see a whole bunch of people on the boardwalk, like the most amount of people that I've ever seen, and they're all lining up just to get some very cheap alcohol. Let me tell you, it was a sight, because who knew during, you know, a pandemic, all the serious stuff going on and all the violence in the world right now, that they just want to get alcohol. It's just insane to me. But other than that, and also, I just finished my job recently as a camp counselor, and let me tell you, I got some pretty crazy stories for that too. So here's a few of them. I have this one kid who, for the purposes of this video, we'll name Dave. And Dave, he was probably one of the toughest kids I've ever had to watch after. And he really does complain a lot and constantly, like, cries and whines whenever he doesn't get his way. And oh my gosh, it's like half the reason, like, him alone was just half the reasons that I was so tired when he came home at the end of the day. It was just awful. And plus, on top of that, he also, like, gave, like, the other campers that I was watching so many issues. Like, it is genuinely frustrating. But yeah, he also would, like, one time, I was, like, playing a sport with him. I'm pretty sure it was soccer or basketball. And he said I accidentally, like, hit him or hurt him. I accidentally kicked him with a soccer ball. And I'm like, no, I didn't. And then he would just constantly make up stuff, just trying to get me in trouble. Man, sometimes these kids act like they're teenagers. Ugh. But anyway, there was this other kid. Her name was Miley for the purposes of this video once again. And she always cried whenever she saw like a fly come right past her. It was the most insane thing. Like, a fly was past her. Oh my gosh, it's gonna bite me, it's gonna attack me. And then I'd have to tell her, don't worry, Miley, it's just a fly. You do not have to worry about it. And, I'd calm her down just for that moment, but then a few minutes later, another one comes by and she's still freaking out, and she would burst into tears again. And it was just a repeating thing every day, multiple times in each day. It was, oh boy, it was certainly something else. But also, at my job, I also met plenty of good co-counselors that I worked with. They were a lot of fun. They really made that experience less stressful. And, I've plenty of good stories. Like, one time, it was after hours, it was aftercare when most of the kids left and most of the staff left, and some kids stayed late or whatever. So, I was, just gonna return my hand sanitizer for the day, and on the way, one of my friends comes up and asks me, hey, can you get me chips and lemonade from the kitchen? And I'm like, no, I don't want to, because, I don't want to get in trouble or anything. But then he keeps, begging me, and eventually he wore me down. I just ran to the kitchen, got the stuff, ran back, and as I was giving it to him, my boss is literally right behind me as I was giving it to him. Right then was the most awkward moment of my life. And it really, that point, I just wanted to die in that moment of embarrassment. So after that, I just gave him the stuff and I just walked away, didn't say anything because I was so embarrassed. See if I can think of any other ones. Oh wait, yeah, I do have one. So, this kid, Kyle, oh, yeah, his name was definitely Kyle. He always talked about each morning how, he was, saying constantly he was, suicidal and whatnot. He was, keep in mind, this is, a 5-year-old kid. So, whenever he would say that stuff, I was like, well, I told him he shouldn't be saying that stuff because he's, 5. But also, I was just really dumbfounded by it because it's he's 5. How does he know? How can he say stuff like that? And also, let me tell you, he was the most violent kid out of the bunch. He would say some days to me that, he would literally get a sword, and the next day he would bring a sword and try to stab me with it, and the thought of that, it didn't necessarily frighten me because he's 5, but it just made me question, what does he do with his free time? What does he do, or what does he think when he's not at camp? It always crossed my head. It's just something I've never gotten an answer to. But yeah, those are pretty much all of the interesting stories I could think of or remember off the top of my head from camp. My camp experience as a counselor. It's pretty nutty, but overall it was pretty fun, and it was a good experience overall. That's pretty much it for this video. Next video, hopefully next video will be more interesting for you guys, because I've been so busy with myself and trying to find myself and stuff going on at home with me and myself. I'll try to think of something more interesting and more fun instead of just a talking video, so it's probably boring for you all. But yeah, I will see you next video. Don't forget to hit the bell below so you get notified for all of my videos. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like this video, and also do not forget to subscribe to my friend Johnny Q. He's a really great YouTuber by the looks and sounds of his first video, and you should go pay him a visit, subscribe, watch his video. You're all gonna love it. And I will see you guys in the next video.